Do you ever think about the power that your words have? What's up, everyone? My name is Zoe Psykowski, and welcome back to my motivational YouTube channel, Zoe's 2 Dots on Life. So today's video is going to be all about speaking with integrity and just being impeccable with your word. I remember at the end of the summer, I had a request for a video about speaking with integrity and being impeccable with your word. And I answered that message and I said, yeah, I'll make that video, totally. And I think someone else asked me to make one about self-care. And I said, yes, I'll make that video too, right? And did I make those videos yet? No, I have not, but here I am making them. And you know why? It's because I said that I was going to, therefore I'm speaking with integrity, and I'm going to be impeccable with my word. Another thing that I had said on here was that I was going to post a video every single Saturday. However, I've kind of fallen off with it. So all of these instances, you think back to who started all of this. So the people who asked me to make the videos, do they really care that I didn't make a video for them? No, they didn't care. Did the viewers who watch these really care that I didn't post a video every Saturday? No, they don't care. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day to them. However, I cared. And you know why? That's why speaking with integrity and being impeccable with your word is so important, because if you say you're going to do something, the other person probably doesn't really care at the end of the day, but maybe they're let down a little bit, oh, why didn't they do that? But, they move on with their life. But it really comes down to you. You are the one who made a promise, right? And then you're the one that's kind of letting yourself down. That's why it's so important to just be impeccable with your word. I think we do it in every single day life. For example, you see one of your friends that maybe you're not super close, but you're still friendly acquaintances, and always at the end of the conversation, it's let's get together, let's grab coffee. That sounds great. Okay, I'll text you. Does that ever usually happen? No. And then you end up saying that to about 50 different people, right? And then you're well, what do I do now? You know what I mean? In my life, I feel like I know a lot of people. I'm currently in college. I know a lot of people on campus. And I feel like I've done that so many times just to be friendly, right? It's just a nice gesture to say that. And I have to think about, was that a sentence with integrity? Did I really mean that? And I'm sorry to those who I did not get coffee with. If you still really want to, let me know. Maybe we could have a virtual coffee date or something. But speaking with integrity is more about you. It's more about, did I really say what I meant? The other thing is that our words just have so much power. It really comes down to our thoughts. So when you think something I'm not a morning person, well then that's going to cause you, when that alarm rings early at 6 a.m., you're going to say, oh, I can't wake up now. I'm not a morning person, right? But that came to a thought, and that came to your words, what you were speaking. So in order to speak with integrity, we also need to think with integrity. The other thing that I've noticed is that when you're talking to someone else, are you talking to someone and just waiting for them to finish their sentence so that you can start talking next? And while they're talking, you're kind of thinking about the next thing that you want to say. Or instead, are you really listening to them and just hearing what they're saying and thinking about that, rather than rushing to what you're going to say next just so you look good, or so you make a good point after what they say? Because the truth is, if you really listen to someone, they're going to sense that, and they're going to have more trust in you because you have more integrity behind not only your thoughts, but your words. Because when you respond to them, it's going to be a very thoughtful answer because you actually heard them. Because people will start to trust you less, and they won't really believe you as much if you constantly say, if you're a leader of an organization or of a company, of a business, and you say, you know what, that's important, we're gonna do that, or that's a great idea, let's do that, but then you never follow through, then people really aren't going to listen to you. And, they might not care at the end of the day, but it comes down to you as a person. Like, how do you feel that you said that to someone else, but you're not following through with it? I think another thing is that when people are talking, 9 times out of 10, it's usually about something. Oh, why can't we change this? Or why is this like this? Or why did she say that? Or like all these negative things or gossipy things, right? So when you're listening to this, then think about how you want to respond. If you're kind of feeding them back, is that speaking with integrity? No, because you're kind of mindlessly just kind of listening to their gossip, feeding in like the negative energy. But instead, if you shift that to, let's maybe think of something more positive to steer the conversation. Like, oh, that happened, but like, hey, look at this. Or like, like, I'm sure maybe you're just making an assumption about that. So, rather than just kind of feeding into this negative energy, negative gossip, things like that, try to revert the conversation. You can shift things, like instead of what went wrong to, what could go right in the future, because the past is in the past, so why not just look forward? Because once you have these like habitual thoughts in your mind, like I don't have enough time, I'm not good enough, all of these things, then that's gonna become ingrained in your brain as a limiting belief. And that's gonna hold you back, because once you think something negative, then your words are going to be negative, which is going to lead your actions to be negative. So, for example, say you're someone who, gets caught up in distractions all the time. Like, all you do is distractions, and that's all you think about. Like, when can I take a break? I need a break, all these things, right? So then you're talking about that all the time, and then that's all your actions are, right? Rather, if you kind of think back, like, maybe I need a break, but I'll just go for a walk, and then you'll be more productive in the moment, and then you'll come back feeling re-energized, something positive. So these thoughts and these kind of concepts have come from 2 books that I've read. One of them is The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, and the second one is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. 2 really life-changing books. So if you're interested in learning more about it, I really recommend reading those books. I literally read one of them in high school, and now I'm a senior in college, and still has stuck with me to this day. And I think I need to reread it, because you're never done learning, and you've got to revisit things until it totally sticks in your brain. So just some things to keep in mind going forward, and having that positive mindset is just so important. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's great to see you on YouTube, and I am sure I will be posting another one soon.